Hello beer tubers and welcome to another on the road video with me, Peter, the master of Hoppets. We're on the Faroe Islands and we're here for Mikkeller Torshavn's 5th anniversary and also to visit Oi, the newest craft brewery on the Faroe Islands. So we're at the bar now and we're sipping on some beer from Oi actually at the Mikkeller Torshavn bar. And this is Oi, which is their Pilsner. As you guys know, I'm a big lager head as of late. I love lagers and this hits the spot. Very nice, soft, floral hop aroma, but also like quite forward grain profile. Like apparently, so they use the water here on the islands, and it's really soft water, not so high in minerals and sulfates, which lends to almost like Franconian style lagers. And you can sense that it's like a nice, sweet, ready malt profile, really gentle hopping. It's really nice. I've actually already sneak peeked a little bit with some of the other beers. And I actually prefer the rice lager over this, which is quite fun, because usually that's not something for everyone. But this is really nice. It's really nice, like one and a half thumb up lager beer. It's worth a search for sure. So we're going to do a beer mile. As I said, we're going to visit the brewery. We're going to have some food. This is spread over a couple of days. And yeah, it's going to be fun. So cheers to a weekend of shenanigans on the Faroe Islands. And here's to Mikkeller Torshavn's 5th anniversary. And thanks so much for the invite to come up here. Cheers. We're about to do the Torshavn beer mile at Mikkeller's anniversary, 5th anniversary. What are we doing? We're chugging a beer and we're running
400 meters.
There we go. Each. This is gonna be fun. En kold?
Kom så!
So we got a Faroese delicacy now, guys. I've done one already, the saltfisk with the fermented lamb's fat, which was very intense. But this is whale. So this is short fin pilot whale, which is eaten on the Faroe Islands. It's dried. This is just the meat, and you eat it with potato. So I've never had whale. This will be interesting. I was told that you usually have it like, so you have it with potato, also sometimes the blubber or the fat, and then what else was it you had on when you had it traditionally? The fat, the potato. Okay, yeah. So it's like 3 different layers, but we just have the whale, and I think that's okay. We'll see how it is. So maybe I should try the whale on its own first, just to see how it is. It's really irony, surprisingly irony. Oh, and here we go. Ooh, I can tell you already I'm not gonna like that. This is tough fish. Should I try that? Oh my god. I need to wash this down.
Oh yes,
So it's very intense, the whale. Really irony. Yeah. Ooh. I can tell you it's not my favorite food. But it's a tradition, so you have to try it. Let's try it with the potato. Potato balances out a bit. But yeah, it's like really heavy irony and like really gamey. Like, think wild game times 10. Well, maybe not times 10, but it's like, it's its own thing because it's got so much iron flavor. So this is gonna be interesting. This is dried fish, tough fish, and yeah. Yeah, that's not for me. It's really fishy. Ooh, really fishy. We're pairing it with Conrad's Black and Tan. Check Black and Tan. Dark lager mixed with light lager, I think. Okay, I prefer whale over the chopfish, that's for sure. But hey, we tried it. It's fun to try. I think the saltfisk with the sheep was actually the best so far. So we got to try some of these Faroese delicacies. I was very cautious, little nibble of the chopfish because I'm usually not that big into fish, especially if it's really fishy. But it's what I thought. It almost reminds me of the smell of umeboshi used in cooking in Japanese food, but you never really taste it like up front. You just use it for cooking. So, but yeah, we tried it. Now we're gonna have some beer. Cheers. So we got a special treat because Christian actually went out and got whale blubber too, so we can try the whale and the potato the correct way. And he told me just to take a bite of everything. Do not eat it separately because of the intensity of flavor. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this, but I promise to try it. We got some beer to wash it down. So here we go. Whale blubber, whale, and potato. Very strong. Very strong. And almost like woolly or something. And also almost like porky. It's not my favorite. I'm gonna have to say it. I have to be honest. Ooh. I had to wash it down with some beer. So this is not to be disrespectful to the Faroese people and your culture and your foods. But all these fishy, fermented, dried flavors are just not for me. Like, fish for me is quite new to be something I like. I really like shellfish and I love like different types of fish, but just 5 years ago, I couldn't handle seafood at all. I know whale, it's a mammal. It's quite a different animal, but yeah. And I think the blubber is raw too. It felt very raw. So yeah, I don't know. It tastes like it's really savory. And then you have like the potato as a starchiness. Then you have that really, really bloody, irony whale flavor. And then the whale blubber is like, it's almost like porky or pork fat or something like that, but just like times 10. It's almost, if you've ever had like pork belly and the delicious nuggets of pork meat in the middle, it's almost like that, but dialed to 11. Like, it's really intense, really, really powerful. And yeah, it's not my favorite. I think if you grew up with it, of course you love it. And I think maybe if I ate it more times, I'd like it more. But one bite is already enough for me, unfortunately. But, you got to try these traditional things and see what you think. Like, we've almost tried now, or I have almost tried most of these, like, classic Faroese delicacies. The last thing I need to try, if I need to try all these, is a rastkjøtt, which is the fermented sheep meat. But I kind of tried that because there was fermented sheep fat in that salted fish potato dish yesterday. So we're gonna try some more beers. Maybe not so much more whale, but we got to try it. Bucket list tick. When are you ever gonna try things like this again? It was really fun. So thanks to Christian and the guys here for sharing all these Faroese experiences with me. It's been really fun, and also trying some awesome Faroese craft beers. It's really nice. So yeah, I think we're gonna try some more beers, hang out upstairs. And soon there's going to be a band playing, there's going to be a DJ. Of course, we can't film all of that, but we don't want copyright strikes. But yeah, it's nice. I mean, this is probably one of the coziest bars, hyggelig bars I've ever been to. Like, it's in this really, really old house. It's crazy. I think it was... the rocks here behind me are like 800 years old or something like crazy like that. Really cool spot. And it's a beautiful place, the Faroe Islands. It feels very mythical, and like you really get a sense of understanding where like Norse myth and stuff comes from when you go to a place like this. It's amazing. So, cheers to a fantastic trip so far. Okay, guys, we're back downstairs. I'm here with Christian and Casper of Mikkeller Torshavn. Thanks for having me, guys.
Thank you.
It's been an eventful weekend with a lot of awesome beer, very unique foods. And like the true Faroese experience. So thanks so much for sharing this. It's not every day you get to eat whale and whale blubber. And I will say it's an acquired taste, but I'm really thankful that you shared it with me because I don't think I would have tried it otherwise. Because I'm guessing it's not easy to just get
No, yeah, right now it is, but in the Paris only.
Yeah. So we're drinking a beer, or we will be drinking a beer from Mad Scientist. This is going to be the first time I think we ever do a Mad Scientist beer on the channel. They're from Hungary, right?
Yep.
And they had a tap takeover at the bar how many weeks ago?
About a month.
1-2 months ago.
Yeah. And this is the Colonel, which is a rye whiskey barrel-aged imperial stout on 11% with rosemary and something else. Levin to lava. Lavender. Lavender. So, you guys want to crack it? So how long have you guys... So yeah, this is the boss, this is the bar manager. How long have you guys been at the bar?
Since August last year.
Yeah,
I've
I've
been here since the opening, so
February 18.
Okay, nice. It's like... I've been to a lot of Mikkeller bars, well, mostly in Denmark. But it's... And not just bars, but it's such a cozy... Like it's the epiphany or the indbegreb of Danish hygge.
yeah.
With all the old like stone walls and everything. So we just had a concert upstairs, which was amazing. Sons of Fortune, acoustic, folk country, which was really nice. And now we're trying some beer. So let's check it out. Very black. Very lots of rosemary. Also, I definitely smell the lavender.
Yeah, lavender. It smells like the flower.
Yeah. There's a touch of rye whiskey. Like, I actually think the lavender is very pungent. The more I smell it.
How strong is it?
11%.
Alright.
I'm also getting a little bit of dark fruit.
Yeah, raisins.
Yeah. Let's try it. Cheers. Cool.
Skål.
Well,
Oh, that is very unique.
yeah.
It's almost like pastry stout meets, I don't know, like English stout or something. Like there's a lot of sweet, fudgy, caramelly, malty flavor. Lots of like spicy rye. And then you get this onrush of lavender.
Yeah, really strong.
Actually, a lot of rosemary.
Yeah, rosemary, a lot of that too. It almost reminds me of doing like pork for Christmas and stuff. Like sometimes we use a bit of rosemary.
Yeah.
But I think it's nice because it's not overdone.
Yeah. I actually like the twist. I do.
A little bit. Yeah, I would expect it to be sweeter.
Yeah, it's a bit more dry.
Yeah. I actually like that part.
I like that. It's not like too sweet, but it should be at this level because I think if it was more, it would be super weird. I think this just adds some different complexity. It's like it's interesting because it's quite old school, but at the same time also quite modern because it has some of those sweeter, brighter, fudgy profiles you associate with modern stouts. Not a lot of roasted malt, maybe more chocolate. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's surprisingly nice. It's a flavor combo you don't see like ever. So compared to other Mad Scientist beers, you've had more than me. What do you think?
This is one of the better ones.
It is, especially of the stouts. Of the stouts, it's one of the best ones. It is.
Yeah.
I had one other one, number 2 something. That was really good. That stout. I don't remember the
The
name.
nitro stout.
Yeah, the chocolate nitro stout was
Yeah.
good. Yeah, but another one, a stronger one. I don't remember the name. It was also good.
So it's really unique flavors. I think a lot of people will dislike them because they're quite different, but I think it gives a breath of fresh air to a barrel-aged
It
stout.
does.
And because it's forward, but not over the top. Like I wouldn't say it's subtle, but it's forward without being too much. So when we do the on the road videos, it's usually thumbs. So you can get 2 thumbs up, 1 thumb, whatever. What do you think? For me, I think it's like 1 and almost 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like
Yeah.
it's medium
It's
good.
actually fantastic beer, especially for sharing.
Yeah.
You can't sit it
No,
with
no,
this
no.
bottle alone.
No.
That's too much.
There's only one guy who can do that. That's my dad.
You can solo dome stouts?
Yeah.
A friend of mine, he
Easy guy.
loves to solo dome stouts. He got a bottle of Side Project stout continuance
Yeah.
and just spent an entire night with the whole bottle. And I'm like, dude, you need to share that. Good stuff. But this is really good.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
Welcome.
Welcome.
So, huge recommendation as well to come visit this bar. If you're ever on the Faroe Islands and you're in Torshavn, you need to come down to Mikkeller Torshavn. And also Øy, of course. Really, really cool spots. And just have a walk around the city. I mean, it's the capital, but it's an easy walk.
Yeah.
It is.
But it's beautiful.
It's the smallest big city in the world.
Yeah. But it's beautiful here. I mean, it's quite different than anything I've experienced, for sure. So yeah, I love it. It's amazing. I'll be back, that's for sure. And thanks a ton again for having me. It's been great. So I don't know if this will be the final video of the On the Road series here, but if it is, again a massive thank you for having me.
I have one bottle left.
You have one more bottle? Yeah. Well, then it's not going to be the last thing.
I think we have one.
Awesome. Well, we'll see you for that one then. Cheers.
Cheers.
So we're back with more Mad Scientists, more of somewhat limited release.
This is actually Mad X, not directly Mad Scientist.
So this is one of the. So they have a lot of projects. They have also the Mad Scientist Mead.
And that's Meat Scientist.
Meat Scientist,
That's
yeah.
Mad Scientist as the top one, as the overall. Then there's the Meat Scientist and the Mad X. Mad X only make this kind of sour.
So yeah, like wild ale. Yeah.
Exactly.
What's interesting with this is that it's a raw sour ale. They say a raw Nordic sour ale, and a raw ale means that you do not boil the wort. So there's a lot of bugs and stuff on malt already. So it gives a unique character. It's quite different from lambic making, for example, because you boil, and actually most of lambic you boil for like 3 to 4 hours. Which a lot of people did, and I didn't know before going to Bayonne. But this is also a collab. It's made with Wizard Brewing out of Gothenburg. It's made with sour cherries, blueberries, blackberries, and tonka bean. So it's a tonka bean extract they made to add to the wild ale. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it does.
Tonka beans, how are you feeling about tonka beans? You like them? For me, can be hit and miss.
Exactly. As we talked about earlier today, about the barley wines, it is hit and miss, in my opinion. The same thing with tonka beans.
Yeah.
It is hit and miss. Sometimes just perfect, sometimes just hell no.
But it looks beautiful.
It is. It's a beautiful beer. It is.
It looks, well, you can kind of see it on camera. It's like a really nice burgundy red. No head to speak of, but it looks very nice. Let's check it out. Definitely cherry. I'm not getting too much tonka. I'm more getting like.
Not yet. Maybe in the taste.
Yeah.
There's a lot of cherry.
Yeah, a lot of almond as well. I'm guessing from the cherries. It has a little bit of like a mixed forest berry type thing. Skåbær.
Yeah, exactly.
How strong is it?
7.9.
7.9.
A bit strong.
Let's try it. Cheers.
Yes.
Ooh, I taste the tonka. But it's subtle,
Yeah, really so.
Yeah.
which is awesome. I think in a beer like this, tonka bean would overpower so much of the rest.
Yeah.
But it's like a subtle, it's almost like, well, it tastes like tonka, but to me tonka almost tastes like a bit like cinnamon.
Yeah, it has the same feeling.
Yeah.
It does. That's a nice balance.
I'm
Really
definitely,
nice balance.
Blueberries,
yeah.
smell that much, but you can taste them.
Yeah, I think there's more of a cohesive balance between the fruits and the flavor than the aroma. I'm definitely pinpointing more of the berry type characteristic. Both like I'm getting cherry, I'm getting blueberry. There is a hint of like blackberry or boysenberry type jamminess, but it's also a 2020 vintage. So with age, like a lot of the fruit flavors mellow and intertwine a bit. So you're getting a lot of that like skovbær, forest berry type flavor. I think. It's really drinkable too, and I love that it's not too sour. Like it's quite a balanced, like lactic acidity. But it's a real crusher. It's really refreshing. It's really easy drinking. It's like the perfect beer to have after what we just had.
Yeah.
It's like this is a beer you love to like in tasting, put in between the big stouts, just to cleanse the palate and like, get all those heavy flavors out because it strips everything. And then again, like because it's so dry, it just cleanses the palate really nicely. Yeah. The big thing for me is for sure also the balance of acidity, because I think a lot of modern producers of wild ales and whatnot, some of them are really vinegary, and I think they can be too much. Like this is like really well balanced between both sourness and fruit.
Yeah.
I think for me, I'm gonna score it the same as the stout, like around that like almost 2 thumb up territory. It delivers of what it's trying to do, and it's just really awesome and refreshing. It's really nice.
I think it's better than the stout.
You like it more than stout? So what do you think? Same kind of.
No, it's a bit higher. Almost 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Almost really nice.
It's really nice. I mean, Flavor Police by Mad X. Get some if you can. I know we get a lot in Denmark, so in Denmark you might be able to find it, but Mad Scientist has like great distribution. I think they're pretty much all over Europe if you want to try it. So yeah, very nice. Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome. Welcome.
And we're even, and it's also even better because we're having proper glassware.
And the bottle opener is Mad Scientist as well.
Oh yeah. Hashtag not sponsored. This is really good, man. Nice. Cheers. Thanks so much for sharing. And thanks for an amazing time in Torshavn.
Same.
Cheers.